Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. You are not lazy. You are scared. When I started Alibaba in my small apartment with 17 friends, we had no money, no technology, and no experience. But you know what we also did not have? We did not have the luxury to wait for tomorrow. Today, I want to talk about the most expensive habit in the world. It is not gambling. It is not shopping. It is procrastination. Every day you delay is a day your competitor gets ahead. Every hour you waste is an hour you will never get back. I failed my college entrance exam twice. I applied for 30 jobs. I got rejected from all of them. I even applied to KFC. 24 people applied. 23 got hired. I was the one who did not. But here is the truth. I never procrastinated on trying again because I understood something that changed everything. Procrastination is not about time management. It is about fear management. Today, I am going to show you the uncomfortable truth about why you delay. And more importantly, I am going to give you the exact philosophy that helped me build one of the biggest companies in the world, starting from zero. This is not about motivation. This is about survival in a world that moves fast. If you are ready to hear the truth, even if it makes you uncomfortable, stay with me. Because in the next 18 minutes, your excuses are going to disappear. Let's begin. Most people think procrastination happens because they are lazy or lack discipline. That is wrong. After building a company from nothing to serving hundreds of millions of customers, I learned that procrastination has 3 deep roots, and all 3 are about fear. Let me break this down for you the way I learned it through pain and failure. 1. You are waiting for perfect conditions. 150, 330. When I started Alibaba in 1999, people told me the internet was not ready in China. They said Chinese people do not use credit cards. They said nobody will buy things online. If I waited for perfect conditions, Alibaba would not exist. You are doing the same thing right now. You are waiting for more money, waiting for more time, waiting for more knowledge, waiting for Monday, waiting for January, waiting for someday. Let me tell you something I learned the hard way. Perfect conditions do not exist. They never did. They never will. In business, we have a saying. If you wait until the water is completely calm, you will never cross the river. You must jump in while the water is still rough. The uncomfortable truth is this. You are not waiting for the right time. You are hoping the scary decision will disappear. It will not. When you procrastinate, you are actually making a choice. You are choosing the comfort of today over the success of tomorrow. I see young people all the time. They say, Jack Ma, I have a great idea, but I am waiting to save more money first. I tell them, you will never have enough money. You will never have enough time. You will never feel completely ready. The difference between winners and losers. Winners start before they are ready. Losers wait for permission that never comes. This is truth number 1. Your procrastination is not about timing. It is about fear of imperfection. 2. You think small starts do not matter. 335. Here is something nobody teaches you in school. Big success does not come from big starts. It comes from small starts that you refuse to quit. When I taught English for $90 a month, I did not see myself as a future billionaire. When I started my first internet company and failed, I did not think I would try again. When I gathered 17 friends in my apartment to start Alibaba, we had no business plan that made sense. But we started. Small, messy, imperfect. You procrastinate because you think your action today is too small to matter. You think, what difference will 1 hour make? What difference will 1 call make? What difference will 1 attempt make? Let me answer that. Everything. Every giant tree started as a tiny seed. Every ocean started as a single drop. Every empire started with 1 brick. The problem is, you want to see the whole staircase before you take the first step. That is not how life works. That is not how success works. I tell my team at Alibaba, Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse. But the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. Most people die tomorrow night. They do not see the sunshine the day after tomorrow. Pre-sex and on tomorrow. You procrastinate because you cannot see the result yet. But the result is not supposed to be visible on day one. That is why most people quit. Do not be most people. 3. You fear judgment more than failure. 5 to 7. Now we get to the deepest truth. The real reason you procrastinate. You are terrified of what people will think. What if you start and fail? What if people laugh? What if your family says, I told you so? What if you look stupid? So you do nothing. You call it being careful. You call it doing research. You call it waiting for the right moment. But really, you are just avoiding judgment. When I failed at my first 2 internet companies, people called me crazy. When I started Alibaba, investors laughed at me. They said, you do not understand technology. You do not understand business. Go back to teaching English. One investor told me, Jack, you can be successful, but not in this lifetime. I had 2 choices. I could stop and protect my reputation, or I could keep going and risk looking like a fool. I chose to look like a fool. And you know what I discovered? The people who judge you are not in the arena. They are in the cheap seats. Their opinions cost you nothing because they risk nothing. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You will be judged whether you succeed or fail. You will be criticized whether you start or quit. The judgment is coming no matter what. So why not get judged while doing something that matters? The only difference between you and someone successful is they decided that their dream was more important than strangers' opinions. Stop procrastinating because you care what people think. Start moving because you care what you think about yourself 10 years from now. Okay, now you understand why you procrastinate. Let me give you the exact philosophy. I used to go from English teacher making $90 per month to building Alibaba. This is not theory. This is survival strategy. These 3 pillars kept me going when everyone said I would fail. 1. Start ugly. Improve fast. 7-30-10. The first pillar is simple but painful. Your first step will be ugly. Accept it. Do it anyway. When we launched Alibaba, our website looked terrible. Our technology was basic. Our team had no experience. But we launched anyway. Why? Because a bad start beats no start. Every single time. Listen to me carefully. You cannot improve what does not exist. You cannot fix a business you have not started. You cannot edit a book you have not written. You cannot grow a company you have not launched. Procrastination tells you, wait until it is better. I am telling you, start so it can get better. Here is your action step right now. Today. Not tomorrow. Take whatever you have been putting off. Do not make it perfect. Make it real. Give yourself 30 minutes. Not 3 hours. Not 3 days. 30 minutes. If you want to start a business, spend 30 minutes writing down your idea on paper. If you want to learn something, spend 30 minutes on the first lesson. If you want to make a call you have been avoiding, spend 30 minutes preparing what to say. Then, make the call. The secret is this. Momentum beats perfection. Once you start, even badly, your brain shifts. You move from what if thinking to what now thinking. At Alibaba, we do not wait for perfect products. We launch, we watch, we learn, we fix. Fast. This is called the test and learn method. But you cannot test what you never start. So here is my challenge to you. After you finish this video, you have 1 hour. 1 hour to start something ugly. Not beautiful, not impressive, just real. Start ugly. The world rewards people who move, not people who plan perfectly. Remember, Alibaba started ugly. Amazon started ugly. Apple started ugly. Every giant company started as an ugly baby. Your job is not to start perfect. Your job is to start. 2. Focus on today's opponent, not tomorrow's dream. 10. 12. The second pillar is about focus. And this one changed everything for me. Stop thinking about the finish line. Start thinking about today's battle. You know why people procrastinate on big goals? Because they look at the mountain and feel tired before they even start climbing. They think about writing a whole book, and they never write page 1. They think about building a company, and they never make the first call. I learned this from martial arts philosophy. In a fight, if you think about round 12, you will lose in round 1. You must focus on the opponent in front of you right now. When I built Alibaba, I did not think about becoming the biggest company in China. That was too big, too scary, too far away. Instead, I thought, today, can we get one more customer? Today, can we solve one more problem? Today, can we survive one more challenge? This is how you kill procrastination. You make your goal so small that it is impossible to delay. Do not say, I will build a successful business. That is too big. Your brain will run away. Instead say, today, I will talk to one potential customer. Do not say, I will get fit. That is vague. Your brain will procrastinate. Instead say, today, I will exercise for 20 minutes. The magic happens when you win today. Then you wake up tomorrow and win again. Then again. Then again. 1,000 days of small wins beats 1 day of big dreams. At Alibaba, we have a rule. Do not worry about next year. Win today. Tomorrow will come with new challenges. Be ready for today's fight first. Break your mountain into pebbles. Then pick up one pebble today. That is how you beat procrastination. That is how you build empires. 3. Use rejection as fuel, not a stop sign. 12. 14. 30. Now the third pillar. This is the most powerful one. Most people procrastinate because they imagine failure. They imagine rejection. And that fear freezes them. I am going to teach you how to flip that fear into power. When I got rejected from 30 jobs, most people would stop trying. When investors said no to me, most people would quit. When my first companies failed, most people would go back to a safe job. But I learned something that successful people know and unsuccessful people do not. Rejection is data, not destruction. Every no taught me something. Every failure showed me what not to do next time. Every closed door pushed me toward a door that was actually meant for me. Here's what you must do. Starting today, change how you see rejection. When someone says no, do not think, I failed. Think, I just eliminated one wrong path. Now I am closer to the right path. When something does not work, do not think, I am not good enough. Think, that method was not good enough. Let me find a better method. At Alibaba, we celebrate failures in our team meetings. Yes, celebrate. Because failure means you tried something. And trying is the only way to discover what works. People who never fail are people who never try. People who never get rejected are people who never ask. So here's your new mindset. Starting right now, you are not trying to avoid rejection. You are trying to collect rejections. Because every rejection makes you stronger, smarter, and closer to your goal. I tell young entrepreneurs, get rejected 100 times this year. If you do, you will succeed. Because people who get rejected 100 times are people who tried 100 times. And people who try 100 times always find a way. Stop running from rejection. Start running toward it. Use it as fuel. This is how winners think. This is how you beat procrastination forever. We are almost done. But this is where most people fail. They watch the video. They feel inspired. They say, I will start tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. Do not let that be you. Let me bring this home with one final story. In 2007, Alibaba almost died. We faced huge competition. We had internal problems. We were losing money. I had to make a choice. I could play it safe, cut our dreams, and survive small. Or I could take a massive risk, bet everything, and go for greatness. I was terrified. But I knew one truth. Regret from trying is easier to live with than regret from quitting. We took the risk. We went all in. And yes, it was hard. Harder than anything I ever did. But we survived. And we became bigger than I ever imagined. Today, I look back and I realize the moments I was most scared were the moments that changed my life. So let me ask you something. And I want you to answer honestly in your own heart. What have you been putting off? What dream have you been delaying? What action have you been avoiding because of fear? Here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Time does not care about your excuses. Opportunities do not wait for you to feel ready. Success does not knock twice. You have one life, one chance, one moment. And that moment is right now. I want you to do something for me, not tomorrow, right now. Before you click away from this video, I want you to take out your phone or a piece of paper. Write down one thing, one single action you will do in the next 60 minutes to start what you have been delaying. One call, one email, one first step, one ugly start. And then I want you to come back here and leave a comment. Tell me what you did. Not what you will do. What you did. Because the people who take action are the people who win. Remember what I said at the beginning. You are not lazy. You are scared. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of fear. The day after tomorrow is beautiful, but you have to survive today and tomorrow first. And survival means action. Stop procrastinating. Start moving. The world is waiting for what only you can build. Go. Now.